my... Alright. Somebody said that my audio was bad on my last live, so I've got my audio equipment established here. I'm turn on a light. I mean, these puppies are just total chunkers here. Having to feed Heidi about every 45 minutes just to maintain. And so we have some official names, and we've got Olivia, who's the caramel roan right here, and then I actually replaced their collars because they were getting a little bit, kind of scrubby from mom just cleaning them. But this is Jack. He's the blue. This guy is I always have a linebacker every single litter, and this guy is it. He is a solid dark chocolate. So if you are a family, okay, here's your boy, baby. If you are a family wanting a bigger dog, Jack would be a consideration. And then the chocolate rowan right here, the boy, his name is Bean. And then this red boy, he's got, just like his daddy, a heart marking on his chest. His back paws are his socks, just like Gator's right here, are white. I don't expect that he will keep his white paws as an adult. I expect that they will keep their white marking on their chest. See, Gator has a white marking, just like Chief over here, red boy. And then, so we've got Olivia, Jack, Bean, Chief, and Gator. Those are the names my friends and I came up with for this litter. Couldn't do any kind of like a holiday theme because there weren't any holidays around the area at the time frame they were born. But I'm just shocked at how big they are. Her first two litters were just a little bit on the dainty side, I would say. And these two, I mean, this litter is just, and just look at their little cute faces. I mean, would you sleep if these puppies were in your bedroom? I don't think so. I say likely no. I think I'm on possibly day 12 without sleep. But sometimes, first of all, she needs to eat every 45 minutes. She's she's feeding these puppies nonstop around the clock. Right, baby? You're a good girl. You're a good mommy. And secondly, if she's not feeding them, she needs to go out and go potty. But she loves her puppies, and they are all clean, and they all will know me when their eyes and ears open because they all know my scent, and they'll go bonkers when they see their mom or when they see or hear me too. And about another week from now or so, they're going to be running around causing havoc. They're going to be chewing my pant legs, my socks, my feet. And they're starting to kind of look less alien-like and more like, an actual puppy. And I just love watching them grow. Heidi, I'm feeding her some her food. I'm putting this extra calories on it. It's called I'd have to actually look at the bottle, but I believe it's called Dine, like DY, DYN, I want to say. It's downstairs, and I'm a little bit sleep deprived, but I pour that maybe 3 tablespoons or so on her food, just so she can get some extra calories in. And yeah, I mean, I even made notes of their names, notes in general on my iPad over there. I'm on top of it. My A, B, and C and D game, really. 'Cause it's I can't even believe that, especially this boy right here, just that he came out of my little baby girl. He was born first. She went into labor at 4 p.m. and then at 4:30, no, sorry, 4:24 a.m. he was born first, and then right after that, boom, he was born second. She was born on TikTok Live, and these two, these two right here, came out. This, there was like he was born first, right away second, and then there was a lull. Then she was born about a half hour later. There was a lull, and then these two were the last. And she handled it like the professional mom she is, didn't you? And if you didn't know, then now you know that Heidi is a caramel Rowan, and Rowan is a dominant gene. So I fully expected that she would have at least one Rowan. The fact that she has two Rowans in this litter, two different colors, I knew that they were going to be caramels and chocolates, obviously. I knew that the puppies would be super duper pigmented because I know that I know Catcher Genetics and Heidi's, and obviously I know that she throws extremely pigmented puppies. Like this girl is going to be fire engine red. She's going to be darker than what most red dogs look like. And she's got the exact same, see that blaze on her head? That's the telltale sign of a Rowan. He's got it. Bean over here, he's got it. And Olivia's got it. And you can see like the pigment on her face is not in, so that's another telltale sign of a Rowan. And her paw pads don't have pigment, but Gator's paw pads, check this out. I call them chocolate chip pancakes because they look like little chocolate chip pancakes. And you can see like his pigment is just starting to come in. Right, buddy? Is your pigment coming in? Yeah, you're a good boy. I handle them literally dozens of times a day. I snuggle them. I love them. I do all the things. All the things a responsible breeder should be doing, I do it. And that way it is scientifically proven. It just it has an effect on their temperament. So I do all the uncomfortable things, I'll put them on their backs like this. Rub their little bellies. They rub their little bellies. They like it. And they make these like little sounds of contentment. And I will put pressure on their paw pads and play with their ears. Oh, he's yawning on cue. Oh, mom is blocking the camera. I'm not hurting him, mama. I'm just loving him. But just see how chill he is. These dogs this litter is fully reserved for anybody interested in a puppy down the line in the future, in the near future. You can certainly fill out an application on my website, which is LakeRidgeLabradoodles.com. And no, my website is actually not updated, but I will possibly get to that in my spare time if I have that. And right now, Heidi is my number one priority, and just trying to maintain her weight and her calorie intake because these boys are just on a mad feeding frenzy. They need to be nursing at almost all times. So they are. Look at how chunky. Look at this boy's legs. So if you were wanting, a small, medium-sized dog, maybe even closer to Maddie's size. This is a boy that you would maybe want to be looking at. But you also want to wait until they're temperament tested. And also, of course, they've gone to the vet and get the all clear. I've never had a puppy with a heart murmur. The only thing I have had was a boy whose testicles had not dropped, which 6 days later, they in fact dropped, or actually it was 4 days later that they dropped. After that litter went home, so I kept that boy, and of course I checked, and his testicles did in fact drop when the vet said they would, and I kept him and trained him up. I believe I want to say he went home at maybe 5.5 months or so. Right? It wasn't one of your puppies. It was one of Lucy's. And Lucy's been here. Lucy and Daisy. Still have my voice intact. So, oh, I've got to show everybody my new sippy cup that I got from my friend. That she custom makes these cups. So, this is what I got it in the mail. I think it was today. I want to say it could have been yesterday. Could have been, probably was yesterday. But it says Dog Mama. I actually even picked out the colors of the glitter. And I keep my smart water in here because it's got electrolytes. This is the built-in straw. But she does actually, and this is an actual wrap that she puts around. And she, can customize whatever it is that your heart may desire. So if you are interested in any size cup, one of these, or you want like a 40 ounce, literally I can clip this like right to my backpack when I'm hiking or something with my dogs. And like I said, I mean, I can put it upside down. As you can see, it is not even a single drip is coming out. But you can see all of the glitter in here. And, I am a dog mama. I love it. It's like it looks like a total professional did it. The dog bones and the dog prints, paw prints, the heart on either side of the dog mama. So yes, there was ice in here, but that has since melted. So like I said, all you gotta do, flip this up, and then I can take a sip. Although, here we go. Is that not the cutest cup? So if anyone's interested in getting their own customized cup, whether you want a sippy cup like I do, or you want a 40-ounce cup, just let me know and I will put you in touch with the person that she actually makes them live on TikTok. And I have some chunky glitter in here, and then I've got some just all the colors that kind of make this teal color here pop. Here's Miss Maddie. She has been, just like watching the puppies, making sure Heidi's doing all the right things, which of course she is. She's such a good mama. You're a good girl. She's really liking, I'm giving her a whole Stonyfield organic probiotic whole milk yogurt. She's loving that. And she's also, what are you also loving, huh? Ice cream. She ate 3 quarts of ice cream in this past week. I actually need to order some more. And eventually, I will be putting these collars on right here. So this collar will replace the Blue Boys collar. This one will replace Gator's collar. That's Jack's Gators. Um, this one will be replacing. Oh, well, I don't know if I want to do pink or purple for Olivia, but see how they're nice and bright? These are paracord, so you can actually, you know, tighten these up or loosen them up. But right now, they have, let's see, they've got these collars on. And I've got all the colors. I actually just switched out their collars today, or technically that would be yesterday, I guess. And I'm using this vet bedding, which it's washable, and it's like super soft. And I'm only having to use this electric heater right now, so don't have to use my mini split any longer. And you know, I watched them, so I mean, but if anybody was to come off the ledge, they'd have a nice, soft, gentle landing. So that is that. I mean, if they were cold, I've got to show you something about this chocolate rowan right here. I don't know how well it comes up on camera, but you can see wherever he's got white, the chocolate is just pulling right through. Oh, she's really kind of like guarding them, like a good mama should. Yes, because they're good puppies. But you can see it more so on his paws, on his legs, the chocolate coming through the white. But nobody should ever choose a puppy. Oh, here you go. You can kind of see it on his back leg. No one should ever choose a puppy based on their color or their markings. Definitely wait until they're temperament tested and we have some conversations so I can get to know what your activities are like and what size you might be looking for in a dog. I know many families have a preference for a male. I believe there was one family that had a preference for a female. So it kind of all just worked out as it always does. And do definitely let me know how my audio is. I think it might be a lot clearer than my last live was. You see, these are contentment, happy sounds. So again, we've got Olivia as the girl, and Jack is the blue, the quarterback of the litter, the linebacker as I call him. We've got Bean, who is the chocolate rowan boy. Chief is the red boy right here. Gator's orange, and that is the crew of 5. And I gotta say, it is so nice that I no longer have to stream on Facebook because they delete lives after 30 days. And sometimes I like to go back and watch, you know, and just be like, oh, remember when? I try to take in all the moments and just, enjoy them because they just grow incredibly fast. And the next thing you know, you're literally handing off a dog that you love and so attached to, and the dog is going with another family. Actually, one time, Maddie over here literally ran up the street after somebody's car. Dog was going to Long Island, New York, and she was like, "No, I want my puppy back." But usually they're okay as long as I spread it out. They don't all go home the same day. They do all right. If they were cold, they would be, whining and they wouldn't be so settled. They're nice and relaxed. And Heidi's over here telling me, Mom, I'll take some more yogurt, ice cream, food. I've got to go potty. Gotta go do all the things. Just go potty outside. See? Are you hungry? You have to go potty? See? She's telling me she's a very, very, very communicative dog, and her puppies will all be just as communicative. Will there be any service dog temperament in this litter? I do not know, but I will tell you that this boy is likely going to be the alpha in the litter. There is no runt in this litter. Um, they all are incredibly strong, and I definitely attribute their strength to what I feed my dogs. And Heidi was she was definitely a meat eater this pregnancy. She wanted all the things meat related, whether it was a roast or some sort of beef. Usually, I've had moms that were chicken eaters. Gosh, like Sugar would inhale about 6 roasters a day towards the end of her pregnancy. But they're so sweet how they kind of, these two, the two Rowans, usually are snuggling together. But right now, the whole family of 5 over here. Let me fix this while Heidi's not on this veranda. So I will likely have to set up my puppy playpen in here because we don't want anybody falling off the ledge. I mean, I am watching them all the time. So, I'm gonna put this on here. It's nice and thick and it's washable and it's soft. So I think that helps with keep them nice and toasty and warm. There we go. Let's fix this part right here. Here we go. So we want our mama to be comfortable too. So this is a veranda bed, and really all dogs love veranda beds. So if you're interested in a veranda bed, let me know. I do have a discount code that I can give you. If you are not signed up with Baxter and Bella yet, I have a discount code for that as well. That gives you 25% off a lifetime membership. You will have access to a certified trainer as many times as you want. But of course, there isn't any kind of hurdle that I can't personally help you get over. You can call me 24/7, 365, literally. I've had families call me at 3 or 4 a.m. and just lovely just snuggle on top of one another, right on top. And there's not a single sound. When their eyes and ears open, it is game, set, match. And that'll happen in about, I'm going to call the shots. This guy, Jack, is going to start opening his ears first and eyes. I'm going to say like day maybe 11 or 12. Is that you making all those sounds? It's such a hard life being a little puppy. They do their first 2 weeks outside of the womb still developing, which is so different from a human baby. They do 360s. And Heidi's like, I'm here. Here I am. Checking on my puppies. She does a head count, make sure all 5 are in check, all lined up, clean, fed, the whole 9. Look at her looking at them. She's gonna lay down and start doing her thing. They can't yet pee or poop on their own, so she will stimulate them, each one by one, and then clean them. It is quite impressive. And then you can see like her nipples are a little bit full. The money nipples are in the back with in this litter. You can see they are, you know, all the puppies want to go for the back ones in this particular uh, litter. Look at little Olivia is a little twin of Heidi. Practically blends in with her. You can see her face has her pigment has not filled in yet, which like again I said it's a telltale sign of a rowan with the blaze down her face. And rowans are just so much fun to watch them continue to grow out because their coats consistently just keep changing until around about 15 or 16 months of age. I do have Gemma that I held back from her first litter. She is a gorgeous chocolate rowan, and then she turns 2 on the 25th of May. And then I've got Hannah, who just turned a year old on February 17th, and she is a spitting image of her father, Catcher. Maddie, of course, is a paternal grandmother to these puppies, and Sugar is a paternal great-grandmother of these puppies. Here goes Olivia, Heidi's little twin, third to be born. I could physically feel this puppy right here, Jack. And I was getting a little bit nervous, honestly. But it took her a little bit, not long, but I mean, a couple of minutes to pass him. He was not breached. She didn't have any breech puppies. He just was a big boy. You can see how his ears are not open, but he's getting there. He is definitely in their coats. Look how shiny their coats are. Definitely, I attribute that to what I feed my dogs. I do not feed kibble. I will not ever feed kibble. I am starting to lose my voice a little bit. I think I'm past the point of sheer exhaustion at this point. Every now and then, she needs my help, and of course, she just needs to eat like I said, every 45 minutes to maintain feeding these puppies that are just big. Look how big he is. He's literally laying on 2 of the others. Historically, the biggest puppy in the litter has been the alpha. It's where all the other puppies will go. And now she's cleaning Gator. She loves to lick in general, so this is right up her alley. I always tell her, no licking. She knows what that means. But you can lick your puppies. They make the sweetest sounds ever. And honestly, they smell incredible. They smell like it's the best smell in the entire wide world, actually. I mean, if I could bottle up that smell and then market it and put it into like a bottle of some sort, we'd be in business. It just is the best smell. They have puppy breath and they just smell so clean and It's just the best. Honestly, it is really the best smell in the entire wide world. I have not yet smelled something better. And they all know exactly where to go. They go for those full nipples back there. They know that's where the goods are. I got Maddie right here. She's making sure Heidi's doing all the right things. She's here for moral support. And really, she's very a little bit jealous, a little bit sad that she's also not having puppies right now because she did have puppies at the same time as Heidi's first two litters. You're a good girl, Maddie. She's even been nesting on, Maddie has been nesting under my bed. She thinks if she nests under there and digs to China, suddenly puppies will come out. She doesn't quite know that's not how it works, do you? That's not how it works. But she just watches Heidi's puppies, and if they squeal, she's like, I'm ready to jump in and help out. What can I do? And their nails are starting to grow. I do have an infant nail clipper, and I will be trimming their nails because if not, what happens is when they press on mom when they're nursing, is she'll get, you know, scratches and it'll draw blood and it just is uncomfortable. It hurts her. So I will definitely make sure to keep their nails short. And this boy right here, they were all born with nails. Not long, but like this boy that she's working on, I won't interrupt, but his nails are at the point where he could probably use a little bit of a clipping. They really, her first two litters did sleep through the night from the get-go. These puppies are just, um, they're up and they're eating constantly. So it's a tough job to maintain the calories that she needs in order to consistently keep weight on her and keep up with these big puppies. I mean, this puppy is not really a Maddie puppy size, but I will tell you that this puppy she's working on right now, Jack, the blue collar boy, looks more like a Maddie puppy. I mean, really, so does, these two. I remember Catcher when he was this size, and now he's 34 pounds and 17 inches. But he's got some legs on him, some nice, thick legs. Let me see if I can get his nails. You can see the pigment on his paw pads coming in. You can see his nails right here. Maybe you can see the chocolate that's coming through on his white on the camera. See that right there? When I pull back with my finger, you can see the chocolate coming through on wherever you see white, the chocolate will be coming through. They usually even wag their tails, and I have heard them, a couple of them, do their super cute puppy bark, which is like a little whoop. It's just so cute. They can stand on their back legs when they nurse. They're so strong. All of them. I mean, there wasn't one single weak puppy in this litter. All five were incredibly strong. No issues. I did not have to intervene. She did it all by herself. I didn't even have to use the nasal aspirator. There was very little fluid. But if I was feeding her kibble, it would have been a whole big mess to clean up. It would have been a lot of fluid. And I definitely would have needed a nasal aspirator. If you can see how he's pulling back, he's trying to draw out the milk. At this point, it's not colostrum anymore. Whereas these two puppies, they're not, really pulling back as much because those back nipples are the money spot. That's where it's at. And you can hear them sucking. I'll be quiet. There's a little tail wagging, see? It was. So I'll have her on this Coranda bed as long as possible because she's super comfortable. It's, like, it's good for orthopedics. I actually have, it's like a bolster that comes, and she likes to lay her head on the bolster. But with puppies, I just keep them on the Coranda for as long as I can until they're, you know, on the borderline of walking off the ledge. And then I have an expandable playpen that I keep in my bedroom. And once they're all at the point of being able to run and they no longer need mom for to keep them warm because they can regulate their temperature themselves, that's when I move them to my dining room downstairs. And I put down some flooring that is a little bit less slippery than my flooring in my dining room. And, she'll go in there and nurse them a lot less than what they're nursing right now. But we're not quite there yet, obviously. They still need her for heat, and they usually eat every couple of hours, but these puppies eat really every 20, 30 minutes right now. They just sleep and eat. You can see his tail going. And her tail. And she's just so attentive to them and so relaxed. Look at her just standing right up. I can't believe how strong they are. They sometimes will even nurse upside down. Look at this belly. Oh, look at this chunky monkey. You a chunky monkey? These are some well-fed puppies. Oh, his paw pads. He's got pigment right here. This is Gator. You can see his pigment is really coming in there. And I can feel his nails are not quite ready to be clipped, but I'm keeping a watchful eye. I do love to snuggle with him. And she does allow me, obviously, to handle them. I handle them each probably dozens of times a day. Do some early neurological stimulation. They have all smelled dozens of different smells at this point. This guy, he's usually in the back. He'll probably end up making his way. See, he's probably already starting. He knows where to go. He knows where the good ones are. These two, usually always together. She's gotten a lot darker. but she's going to get really fire engine red. Like you see Heidi's paw pads. And these are not blacks. I know everybody thinks they're blacks, but they are not. She cannot genetically, uh, bred to a chocolate boy, produce any blacks. Only dark chocolates and caramels and Rowans, because Rowan is a dominant gene. So I fully anticipated there would be at least one Rowan, if not two. I think it's super cool that there's one of each color. Oh, that was Olivia. I just don't like to call a puppy, red boy, blue boy. So I do give them a name. Some families do keep the given name. Some families may want to change it. Um, but that's all up to each family. So I like to refer to them like Olivia. There's Livy. She's just so sweet. I'm just gonna plop right on top of my brother's. Plop. I mean, look at those markings. They're like completely symmetrical. They're all gonna be beautiful dogs. Super, super gonna be very, very hard to part with them because I'm just madly in love with all of them. He's on, he knows where to go. He knows exactly where to go. Who's a good mama? Who's a good mama? Yes, you are, baby. You're a good mama. She loved being on my bed because she was right next to me. But just like, a human mama, I don't sleep because I just, in case a puppy needs help or she needs to go out or she's hungry, you know, I want to make sure that all of her needs are met and the puppies, they don't get maybe stuck behind her and then they can't get their way back to her. So I usually am right here helping her and helping them at all times, right? Do I help you? I actually even saw them um, kind of licking one another. It was so cute. They all yawn and stick their tongues out. I've got my light in my bedroom is quite bright, but she's gotten much, much darker. And this is what Heidi looked like when Heidi was born, right here. These little legs are gonna be running all around. They're gonna be wrestling in the next week or so. They'll be playing with toys probably it's about 4 weeks old. And that's also the time when they'll be weaning from mom and having their first solid food, which I do put into a ninja blender for the first maybe 5 days or so. And then after that, they're good to go. I do switch out their proteins, but they do definitely absolutely eat everything that I feed my dogs. and they go home so healthy, acclimated to so many different proteins, vegetables. I give them very little fruit because fruit has sugar. Um, and I don't give carbohydrates. Sweet potatoes actually have a lot of sugar and carbohydrates, and they just break down into sugars and can cause yeast, overgrowth of yeast, which is what all the kibble causes. So if you're not wanting to feed what I feed my dogs, you can certainly sign up for like a delivery service like Farmer's Dog or Ollie or anything, but I would not recommend feeding kibble, honestly. If you want to get the most out of your puppy, like I'm talking like 17, 18 years, you want to feed them um, a good quality diet. That's important, very important. I mean, even if you already have a dog, this is your second or even your third, Baxter and Bella is a really good program. They show videos, you can read if you're, more of a, not a visual learner, you can read about it, but it's like under $300 for a lifetime membership. My code on there is LakeRidge 25, and that'll give you 25% off. I want to say I paid for my membership, it was like 278 and change, I believe, which was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I have not used it, but I have gone through it to check out the content before I recommended it to families. He's got his tongue out. Can you see that little tongue? Can you see that cute little tongue? They don't need it to be 85 degrees in here anymore. Thank goodness for that. It was ultra warm. Heidi was panting. He's kind of sleeping upside down a little bit. I have seen the sunrise and the sunset every single day since a few days before they were born. And that's what is it? Almost 10:30 a.m. Obviously the sun is up. Sounds like a beautiful day. I can hear the birds out there chirping. I think backup might be arriving today. And so if you don't hear from me for a day or a day and a half, it's likely because I crashed out. Um, just probably go into, one of my guest bedrooms and lay down. Um, with like a sleep mask on and some noise canceling earbuds and go into my deep comatose REM sleep. I've had just adrenaline has been really kicking in for me. This is Gator over here. I've had many of my families ask me if I have any um, availability in this litter. Nope, I do not. This litter is fully reserved. And it is a gorgeous litter. It really is. The puppies are all doing so well, thriving. These chunky little legs. Look at his belly. the lots think that they're blacks, and they're not. They're just Heidi throws very pigmented, uh, deep dark chocolates that will remain this color. They do not fade at all. Rowan's will get very, very dark. And these chocolates are just, well, it's really what I'm known for is breeding these dark chocolates that don't fade. It's all in the genetics. Not very many breeders in the US have a breeding program where they have chocolates that don't fade to, like a silver color or like a lavender color. But these boys will all stay a very deep dark chocolate like Maddie or Catcher. And they're starting to look more like a puppy and less like a little smushed up alien, right? Your little belly, they love belly rubs. And those are his contentment sounds. He's happy as he can be. Oh, he's tired. It's hard being a puppy. They grow incredibly fast. That's Olivia. I heard that. Let's see, her pup pads don't have pigment, which is another telltale sign of a Rowan. They will have pigment, but it comes in a little bit later than, let's say, like the chocolates, for example. I'm so relieved that she didn't have any more than 5. She is a 26-pound dog, 14 inches, and I just don't think that she would be able to maintain any more than 5. And this is her biggest litter. She had 4 girls her first litter, they were pretty small. 3 girls her second litter, which were slightly bigger than her first litter, and then 4 boys and a girl. I'm sorry, yeah, 4 boys and a girl this litter. And these puppies are definitely bigger than her first 2 litters. They are tracking to be a little bit bigger. They will all surpass Heidi's height and weight, by the way. I'm still a little bit in shock how big they really are. This absolutely looks like a Maddie puppy right here. I have a feeling I'm going to be rescuing Miss Olivia from the boys wrestling. Buddy, I remember welcoming you into the world and I told you happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's a little bit boring until maybe, their eyes and ears open at least. And then I get to the point where I just want to play. But I also, once I get to that point where they play, then I start missing, um, when they were this age and I didn't have to do a lot of manual labor. The only kind of labor I had to do was stay awake. So, um, I like to just like take in the moments and just remember them and take a lot of pictures and videos and do all the things. It really is a beautiful litter. Couldn't even ask for better. I mean, he's got a nice, they've all got nice, boxy heads, which is what I breed for. And I don't breed short-legged dogs, so they all will be just as tall as they are long and really easy to train dogs and just very intuitive. And they will be all about their people, all about their family. They're very loyal. They're not the type of dogs that will bolt. They want to be with you, not away from you. These two, often found together right here. These two Rowans have already kind of paired off. I have to figure out why I can't see comments. And also, I want to make sure that my lives, I can go back and look at them. Haven't done that yet either. But I do stream. I mean, my Instagram, my YouTube, my Facebook is, all LakeRidge Labradoodles. My TikTok is my personal account and my personal life, and it's another uh, income just a side income. It's fun. I really enjoy TikTok actually quite a bit. I am a live host on TikTok, and I just talk about a little bit of everything. I've got about, oh, I don't know, 7,000 followers and growing. I mean, it's every day. It's just, I usually gain a couple hundred a day. Maybe I've got 6,000, something like that. Their bellies are just so big. Chunkers. You guys are all chunkers. Their umbilical cords, she just took off so gracefully, and then the end of it kind of dried up and just fell off on all five puppies. Nobody has an umbilical hernia at all. I hear all the birds outside chirping. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, that sweet sound. If you have watched this on the playback or if you have watched this live, definitely let me know on Facebook or send me a message and just let me know that you were able to access the live on the replay. If you're not watching right now, it's not showing me any comments. I see if it see here. I want to open up the green screen. Oh, that's me flipping the camera. Don't want to do that. There's all kinds of buttons here. Let's see. Four boys, one girl. Fully reserved litter. 1 week old. And mom is on break. So the real mom steps in. Well, she is the real mom, but you know, I'm the head mom of the house, I guess. I can tell, you know, so far, I believe Gator right there and Bean will be a little bit smaller than the boys, than the other boys. And Jack is going to be the biggest. If you're looking for possibly a 35 plus pound dog, would be a consideration. Miss Heidi. She's like snuggling over here with her favorite Lammy. Miss Heidi, do you want to go potty outside? Think so, huh? She says, yes, please. Yes, please, Mom. You're such a good girl. Such a good mommy. But she does have to go out, so I'm going to end this for now. And if I'm not back, you know, in a day or and a half or so, no one needs to send an SOS. It just means that I finally crashed out and have backup here watching the puppies. I definitely am at the point of exhaustion for sure. I have reached that point. You want to go outside and go potty? Okay. I'm getting up here. And of course, when she goes out, Maddie and Sugar are like, we want to go out too. And they're all up in here for it. We want to go out. We want breakfast, Mom. You want breakfast? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Of course she's hungry. You hungry too, Maddie? Do you have to go outside and go potty? See, she's telling me, yes, I do. Yes, I definitely do. Yep, and you hungry? I love their head tilts. Are you hungry? All right, I'll stop teasing. Aw, Sugar's giving me her paw. She's like, yes, Mom, I'm hungry. And Sugar is Maddie's mother. Maddie is the paternal grandmother of these puppies, and Sugar is the paternal great-grandmother of these puppies. Oh, my goodness. You have to go outside? She says, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And Sugar, she's giving me her paw over here. She's like, don't forget about me. I need to go out too. You're a good girl. Maddie wants to play. You want to play? You got a Lammy? That's Heidi's Lammy. She's looking at it like, I'm sorry. I didn't know. they will likely have their first bath the very first day that they eat solid food. They'll be walking across it, they'll be rolling in it, they'll be kicking it, all the things. Oh, Maddie just wants to play. She's gonna get the gator out. She wants attention. She's not feeling that she's getting a lot, but you can tell, like, Heidi definitely, you know, it's a little bit of work putting some weight on her, but doing my best with yogurt, ice cream, and some extra calories in her food using a supplement. Maddie's like, let's play. Let's play. Maddie will definitely play with these puppies, and absolutely Heidi will be playing with them too. And Sugar will tolerate the fact that they'll all be playing with her, wagging tail and jumping and crawling all over her head. And she's super tolerant of puppies, aren't you? You're a good girl. All right, well, I hope everyone was able to enjoy this live. I'm going to try to check back, listen to my audio, make sure I can watch it on a playback, and try to figure out how people can comment. I'm all lined up, all nice and clean, all fed, nice and toasty and warm. And they're all going to have these beautiful, soulful eyes like Sugar, Maddie, Heidi. All of my dogs have these communicative eyes that are so human-like. I know. You want me to toss the gator, don't you? Oh, she wants to play tug of war. Well, I've only ever beat her one time. My gator. My gator. My gator. She puts all of her weight into it. Oh, and I can't ever beat her. My gator. Fine. No, he's my toy. Oh my goodness. She's so strong. Oh, look at her. Her whole body's into it. She beat me. All right, I promised you. Let's go. You want to go downstairs and you hungry? You hungry, baby? You want to go potty outside? Heidi says yes, please. You want to go potty outside, Heidi? Potty? She says absolutely. I'm ready. All right, we're gonna go, Shiggy. Puppy's gonna be just fine. I do keep a camera on them when I can't be with them, just to make sure they don't get too close to any of the corners here or anything like that. If they do happen to have a little accident and fall, like right here, they've got a nice soft landing, but it won't happen because I'm always right here. And they haven't even come close to the ledge at all. But once they start moving and grooving, I have to move them on the ground on some, I use like these foam pads, and I have a whole setup. Oh, the gator, he honks. She wants me to play tug of war with her. Oh, I can't beat you though. Oh. And we usually play tug of war also with like this big rope toy right here. And I mean, I can literally get, Sugar, Heidi, and, oh, see what I mean? She already knows. She sees it. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm definitely gonna win this time. I'm gonna pull hard. You better be ready for it. Sugar will get in on it. Heidi will get in on it usually. I'm gonna get it. She says, no, you're not. I'm gonna get it. She loves to play tug of war. I got it. The pendulum. Oh my goodness. She caught it midair. Sugar is turning 12 in July, and you would never know it. She still got it. She still swims across the lake, jumps over logs, does all the things, keeps up, no problem at all. Oh, Maddie's bringing me the gator back. They were just wilding out over here. I think they're just like so happy to have attention. Oh my goodness. Oh. Maddie keeps nesting underneath my bed. She in her mind, if she nests under my bed, she will all of a sudden get pregnant. And I think she misses just having puppies. She really is my best mama. She taught Heidi everything that she knows. And which makes Heidi a great mom. I know. I see you. I'm coming. Let's go. All right. Well, I'll check back in the next day or two, and they will probably look a lot bigger. To me, I can tell they're growing, but I really can't see a difference from one day to the next because I'm with them all the time. But I can tell that they are getting a lot bigger. They grow awfully fast. An absolute stunning litter. Couldn't ask for like I said, I couldn't ask for a better, healthier litter. You did your job. Catcher and Heidi did their job. Perfect puppies again. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 with Catcher. I do keep a bowl of water over here for Heidi in case she's thirsty. But I just take care of all of her needs for her, so I don't fall asleep on her and just leave her to her own devices. Who's got some beautiful eyes, huh? You do. And your daughters and your sons all have your eyes, and same with you. Her tail's wagging a mile a minute. All right, we gotta go take Heidi out. She's been asking. So I am gonna end this live for now, 10:47 a.m. Hope everybody has a good, let's see, what day are we on today? Gotta think about that for a second. It might be Saturday. Very well could be Saturday morning. So hope everyone has a nice, safe, happy weekend.